We have heard about the incredible stories of people who were wrongfully convicted and then finally exonerated. They go through years of hell, prison walls and public shame, before the truth sets them free. But what if the truth never sets you free? Imagine being innocent, yet still branded a criminal. You've served your time, but your record never clears. You can't get a job because of a DBS check. You can't get insurance or open a business account. You can't travel with your family because your visa is denied. And even if you tell people your side of the story, one Google search brings back every headline that once called you a monster. Today, we're talking about their lives, the forgotten innocent.
Welcome to Spoken Injustice, where we put the criminal justice system in the dock. We often hear about the arduous journey of individuals who were wrongfully convicted and later exonerated. Their stories of perseverance, injustice, and resilience are both heartbreaking and inspiring. They speak of the years spent fighting to clear their names, of the time unjustly endured behind bars, and of the enduring psychological trauma that accompanies imprisonment. They describe the moral injury of being betrayed by the very institutions that were meant to protect them, the painful process of reintegration into society, and the long battles for compensation, battles that sometimes end in disappointment when no redress is granted at all.
I was refused compensation in 2024 for not being innocent enough.
This experience is horrific enough, but imagine something even more devastating. Being wrongfully convicted and never being able to clear your name. In the UK, appeal procedures are bound by strict legal frameworks. If not new evidence or argument emerges, an innocent person may find that their conviction is simply not appealable. Applications to the CCRC, the last resort for many, are often refused when they do not meet the threshold for referral back to the Court of Appeal. For some, this means that despite their innocence, the legal avenues to overturn a wrongful conviction are effectively closed. What happens then? Well, the worst outcome, of course, is remaining in prison with no prospect of release. Jeremy Bamber is a clear example.
I didn't murder my family, I promise you. No matter how many times we slice up this case, I'm always innocent.
But even for those who eventually serve their sentence and return to the community, life is far from normal. Freedom does not mean liberation when one continues to carry the label of convicted criminal. One of the first challenges faced by anyone with criminal record is finding employment. In the UK, the Disclosure and Barring Service, DBS, governs how criminal records are disclosed to employers. This process of disclosure is commonly referred to as filtering, i.e. the process that identifies which criminal records will be disclosed on a standard or enhanced DBS check. A basic DBS check reveals unspent convictions and conditional cautions, information that most employers will see when conducting routine screening. More stringent standard or enhanced checks required for jobs involving children, healthcare or financial services can reveal even spent convictions unless specific filtering rules apply. However, serious offences are never filtered, meaning they remain visible indefinitely. As a result, many employers automatically reject applications from people with convictions, even when the offence is unrelated to the role. The presumption of guilt lingers. Those who turn to self-employment often do so not out of choice, but because the formal job market has effectively shut them out. Even turning to self-employment, often seen as the last refuge for those shut out of traditional employment, comes with its own set of barriers. In the UK, insurers and financial institutions are legally entitled to ask about criminal convictions, and applicants are obliged to answer truthfully. Failing to disclose such information can render an insurance policy void, meaning that any future claim could be refused, leaving individuals or businesses without protection when they need it most. These create a devastating paradox. While self-employment might appear to offer independence and a fresh start, it often remains out of reach. Many forms of business, from trades requiring public liability insurance to professional services needing indemnity cover, cannot legally or practically operate without insurance. If you cannot secure that cover, you simply cannot work. For those with a conviction earned unjustly, the result is a continuing economic sentence, the inability to earn a living or rebuild a life that was already unfairly taken from them. A criminal record does not only limit opportunities at home, it can also curtail the ability to travel abroad. Many countries, including the United States, require visa applicants to declare criminal convictions and can deny entry on that basis. Imagine a parent whose child's dream is to go to Disneyland. That dream will never materialize because a visa application could be automatically rejected due to their record. Perhaps the most insidious consequence of an unchallenged wrongful conviction is stigma. In the internet era, anyone can type your name into a search engine and instantly find news articles from your trial, many of which may have misrepresented facts, exaggerated details, or omitted your defense entirely. Media outlets are often quick to publish sensational headlines about an arrest or conviction, but rarely correct or remove articles when new information arises. So long after your sentence is complete, your name remains digitally entangled with a narrative of guilt. Each search result becomes a form of character assassination preserved in perpetuity. You can tell people you did not commit the crime, but the online record will always tell another story, one written by others, often for clicks and publicity rather than truth. Beyond the legal and economic barriers lies a deep psychological wound. Living as an innocent person branded guilty corrodes one's sense of justice and belonging. The trauma of imprisonment, the betrayal by trusted institutions, the continued punishment through exclusion, all combine into a lasting moral injury. Even years after release, you may be unable to trust the justice system again. You live constantly in the shadow of a lie that the law refuses to correct. This is, in effect, a life sentence outside prison walls. The tragedy of wrongful conviction does not end with release. And for those who are never exonerated, it may never end at all. Their punishment continues in every job interview, every rejected insurance policy, every cancelled visa, and every Google search. Society's promise of justice for all rings hollow when innocence is not enough to secure freedom, dignity, or peace. Freedom without access is not freedom at all. It's time we rethink justice and the meaning of freedom. I hope this video has helped paint a clearer picture, and that next time someone says, "I was convicted, but I didn't do it," you will pause and truly listen. I hope you will feel a bit more empathy for the unimaginable reality they are forced to live with every day. And if you are someone living through this nightmare yourself, please share your story in the comments below. What are the consequences you still face because of a wrongful conviction? And what barriers have stopped you from clearing your name? As always, our goal is to help others see that behind every wrongful conviction, there is a life forever changed. Like and subscribe to be part of this effort to humanize the criminal justice system. Join us again as we sit and rise in this unique trial.